told the team I thought it was after getting down 5-0, after losing 2 games, getting down 5-0, and then just finding a way to win. Very proud of their effort. I think, the key for me was really Marquise Grissom settled the game. Maxwell came in, did a nice job, and then Bartnicki held on there. The double play was huge in the last inning. I also think that what our non-starters did in last night's game to get in the game, put some runs on the board, it made them have to pitch some of their bullpen guys in game 2 that we finished today. And we literally had the tying run at the plate trying to tie that game late. But I think that was a key because they tried to bring both those guys back in this game, game 3, and they just probably weren't quite as crisp. So I credit our guys that came off the bench last night, just the way they played and the at-bats that they had. Very impressed by that. It's a good win for us to get out of here on a tough weekend with a victory. Just proud of the way they played. Maybe I'll get 1,300 more. How's that sound? Thank you. Appreciate it. Congrats, Coach. Thank you.
Give us a second here and we'll get the questions.
Sorry about that.
All right, Rod, start us off with a question.
Hey, Danny, you've talked from the beginning of the year about having a strong bench, and I guess towards the end of the second game of the series, you had a chance to see some of those guys, and they showed that somewhere down the road they can be contributors for your team.
No, I think that's important, Rod. We talk about it all the time, and I talk about the lack of midweek games in getting some of these guys some at bats. So, the John Andersons, the Grinkoskis, Hank Thomas, Charlie Benson had a big hit last night. Terrell Johnson had a big hit in the game today after getting down with 2 strikes. And Jaden Jackson had a big hit last night. So, I can't say enough about those guys. They work hard in practice. They've had limited opportunities, and, I can't say enough about just, what they did coming into that game last night.
We'll go ahead and take a question from Patience Beats. Go ahead, Patience.
Hey, Coach, how do you assess this series, and what are your thoughts on all 3 games?
We really just didn't. We got behind in every game. They got runs early on us, and we talk about that when we go on the road. If you can kind of get runs and get a little momentum when you're on the road, I think it definitely helps you. But I'm disappointed that we lost 2 out of 3. But we're going to keep coaching these guys hard. It was good for me to see some of our hitters kind of get back on track here the last 2 games. I think we have had moments like at Virginia Tech, we kind of really bounced their bullpen around. But I do think we can have more consistency, from all of our hitters in just getting back on track. And I saw some good signs here. Malloy, a couple hits today. Parada swung the bat better. Luke Waddell, 2 RBIs today. Tres Gonzalez had a tough weekend, but he hit every ball. It seemed like when he hit it right on the screws, it was right at somebody. But, just to get them all kind of going at the same time, that's the goal. And I just think we can pitch a lot better. We're still walking way too many guys. We just have to execute better, but very impressed with Grissom today. I can't say enough about him. He's now been out there, I think 3 times, and he keeps getting better. Maxwell's getting better. Bartnicki, even though he scared us a little bit in the ninth, he's had 2 good weekends in a row. So we just got to keep coaching them and, and keep trying to get them better each day.
Got time for a couple more. We'll go to one from Rod. Go ahead, Rod.
Yeah, Danny, you were talking about some of those hitters with, they go through streaks during the season. It seems like perhaps Andrew Jenkins is maybe starting to get hot at the right time, and he's in an important spot in the lineup where you really need him to start hitting.
No, I thought he, last weekend on Friday night, he hit the 2 home runs at Virginia Tech, hit another homer here today. He's having very good at bats. He's getting on base. He's played good defense. He made a tough play kind of over the bag at first, and so I'm very impressed with just the direction that, that he's heading for sure.
And we'll take one from Patience before wrapping up with another one from Rod.
Have you thought about a starter for Tuesday yet?
Yeah, we thought about it. I would guess we'll probably start Dalton Smith. He threw Friday. He actually started, I think, didn't he start one of the games at Virginia Tech? my mind,
Sunday.
Yeah. So he started Sunday at Virginia Tech. So probably be Dalton Smith. We'll talk about it, but if I had to make my decision right now, that's who I'd pitch.
Wrap us up, Rod.
Hey, Danny, like you mentioned earlier, you've had a chance to see Grissom now, I believe, in 3 games. What do you see his role moving forward, and could the Kennesaw game maybe be a chance to maybe try him in a different role?
Yeah, he's probably going into the starting rotation, whatever that's going to look like, whether it's a weekend or whether it's midweek. And it could very well happen this weekend, but, we've thought all along that, he's going to be one of our starters, and he hasn't done anything to make me think otherwise. I just think, he throws 3 pitches for strikes. He's competitive. He's a great athlete. And, so that's probably the direction that we're going.
Redshirt senior Austin Wilhite, and we'll go ahead and open it right up for questions for Austin, starting with Rod McKenzie. Go ahead, Rod.
Hey, Austin, we talked to Coach on Friday about, some of the difficulties you guys have had playing at home as opposed to on the road. Is there anything you can put your finger on as to why you're playing better on the road than you are at home?
There's not really just one thing that I can put my finger on, just, the home atmosphere right now. I think we just get pressure. We're out there, trying to play our best. And I think just everybody wants to go out there and they feel like they have something to prove. We've been talking as a team, hitters, pitchers, just all around as a team. And I think we just need to, just come together as a team and not really worry about, I need to get the hit in a situation or one person has to do that one thing to get the big hit. But we just pass the bat along, through our lineup 1 through 9. Pitchers just throw the ball over the plate that, we'll end up being very successful at home as well as we're on the road.
Another one from Rod. Go ahead.
Looking at your approach to the plate, it looks like you're really doing a great job of using the entire ballpark. You've hit the right field line, the left field line, and hit the ball up the middle. How are you seeing the ball now, and what is your approach?
I'm seeing the ball very well right now. My approach is just, I'm thinking line drive over second baseman's head. That way, if it is a changeup or an off-speed pitch, I do catch it a little more out front. That's how I get those balls to left. If it is a fastball, if I am just a tick late, that's how I get those balls down the right field line. Just picking it up out of the hand, just seeing the pitch out of the hand and, just sitting back on it and taking a good swing at it.
Go to a question from Patience Beach. Go ahead, Patience.
How did it feel to finally get a hit that produced some runs? And was there ever a doubt that that ball was going to fall in on the double?
It felt really good. I came up with other situations this weekend, runners on third or, even bases loaded, less than 2 outs, and I wasn't able to get it done. So just to be able to come in that situation and finally, get that accomplished. I felt really good. At first, I thought it wasn't going to fall. I didn't realize where the outfielders were actually playing me at. They had shifted right. And about halfway to first base, and I looked over at the ball, and I was like, oh, man, nobody's there. So it felt really good to finally be able to get some RBIs for my team.
Rod, go ahead with another question.
You've seen Marquise come in and pitch a couple of games now. I imagine you have a pretty good view from where you are on the field, seeing his pitches. What are you seeing from him?
You know, he's locating his fastballs very well. His breaking balls are just wipe out. I mean, he's got potential to be one of our better pitchers on the team. The games that he has come in, he's commanding all his pitches all over the zone. When he needs to get that wipeout slider for strike 3, he's throwing it on and down. When he needs to locate away, he's doing that, or locate in, he does that. He's been very impressive this year.